So you're going to let me drive this then?
I have to, because you keep pestering me.
Oh, it's got a little bit of tasty rear end action. Like, I'm adding gas now, full gas. Brilliant, brilliant. Hey BTGers, once again I'm outside Renfrewring, but that's a video for a whole nother time. But yes, I'm back at Renfrewring because they've got brand new cars and the car is completely standard. It is a brand new 2025 model Yaris GR with the automatic gearbox. Loads of people really interested to find out if that destroys the car, makes it better, makes it worse, and we're going to go find out. So in this video, I'm going to take the Yaris for one lap in the Nürburgring Nordschleife. It is my first lap on this car. Is this car any good? Is it going to be a great rental car for Renfrewring next year? Not that it bothers me because I'm not there, but I'm still interested because, you know, I live here. And yeah, in this video, we're going to go for one lap of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Got my lap ticket, got my car. Let's go. Okie dokie. I've got like a little four-wheel drive split thing here. I believe that Mark's turned all the safety systems off for me. Ah, drive mode, custom. Sport. Let's go sport. That's TRC off, it says. With one button, TRC is off. Okay, so what happens if we do a long press, as is the norm in our industry? Nothing? That's it, just says TRC is off. Okay. Interesting stuff. So this is a 300 horsepower car with the new Aisin 8-speed automatic. And it is actually an automatic, but it has the clutch lockup. So you don't feel like an old fluid flywheel automatic, just to be clear. There's been a lot of time since the old automatic gearboxes. If you buy a brand new M2, by the way, it comes with a ZF gearbox, which has technically can be viscous, but also has a computer controlled lockup. Planetary drive, awesome gearboxes. They're very good. And for a rental car company, I mean, this, you don't want the customer buzzing this into the red line, destroying the engine and then saying, the car let me do it. Because that's what they say, that's what the customers say. They say, why did the car let me do it? It shouldn't have let me put it in. The seat position is very high, and this is on the lowest setting for the seat. So I'm going to put the gearbox into manual and I'm just going to drive it on the paddle shift the whole lap. Oh wow, the torque from foot. Wow. Okay, first impressions are that the gearbox feels like a DCT. Oh, it is not slow. This is not a slow car. Wow. Okay. Steering feels pretty electric, but I can still tell what's happening. Well, there goes my lap ticket. I'll look for that later. Wow, third gear. It's surprisingly torquey, is this car, I have to say. I didn't even look what the tyres are. I'm guessing that there may be Michelins of some description. Oh, look at that. Power oversteer, isn't that fun? Okay, this is a cool car, man. Wow. I did not expect that. I thought it would do a little bit of power understeer, you know? But look, we got power oversteer. Look at these, two little Alphas from two very different generations. Guy in the Golf's going pretty fast, I have to say. Ooh, Dale. I just touched the brake pedal there. I wasn't happy with myself. Did not need to touch the brake pedal. That was actually like the wrong reaction. I'm going to brake early. So, first impressions are really good. Having never really driven a Yaris on track before, the guy in the Golf who nearly went off then, that was good. Good bit of oversteer there. Yeah, so not driven a Yaris on a racetrack before, not driven the four-wheel drive system. My first impressions are very, very, very good. I really like it. Look at this old Impreza here. So now we're going to really... Oh, there's a guy spinning up front. What an idiot. You can pick up the throttle kind of early. It reminds me of the good old days. Project 8 was four-wheel drive as well, and it was very good in the wet. It had that rear-wheel drive feel. This is more neutral. This feels more like a real all-wheel drive system. Like, we're closer to the understeer than we are the oversteer on the way in. And as soon as you got the weight settled over the back, then it becomes more like predictable oversteer with power. I mean, just this little 3-pot engine is brilliant. Super easy here because it's very slippy on the apex. I didn't want to plow into that guy. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. Really cool. Really cool. There's the understeer into the oversteer. Brilliant. Really, really good handling car out of the box. A bit of personal news, if you've not picked it up on social media, I left Renfrewing earlier this year, and I've been kind of quiet about what I've been doing. Obviously, those of you who follow the motorcycle stuff, you'll know that I have been doing a lot of motorcycle tours, but I've actually taken a full-time position at Emerson's Suspension Shop, which now has a new name, which is for racing use only. And I'll be doing more with that, and I've got a full-time job there. Look at this Corvette. What a thing. Whew, that's got presence, eh? Look how big it is. Cool car, man. One of the old Renfrewing Swifts from back in the day. We're going to brake a lot there for that overtake because there's no way I want to run... Oh, look at this. Yeah, no way I wanted to run it up the inside there. This'll work nicely though. Wow. Definitely want the gas on before we go light over the crest there. Super duper. Oh, okay. So I put the gas on quite early there, and you could feel the transition as the weight went backwards. and the back wheels were just working perfectly with the front, and it felt like we had a real good four-wheel drive advantage out of that corner. Now if I could drive it like that in every corner, we would catch up this Golf pretty quickly, I think. However, I can't afford a Yaris at this time of my life, and it is a brand new car. So I should probably take it a bit easier for my first ever lap in one. So this paddle shift gearbox has got no real faults to it at all. It's great. It doesn't do the kick down. When you're in sport mode, at least now, like I am now, if I'm in the wrong gear, quote unquote the wrong gear, and I go full throttle, it doesn't do an automatic kick down like the BMWs do. It stays in the gear that I chose, which is really good. That's what I want. So we're going for these earlier throttle positions now. Like, I'm adding gas now, full gas. Brilliant, brilliant. We'll do it again here at Ice Curver. Lift off oversteer into power. Wow. Loving it to pieces. Oh, it's got a little bit of tasty rear end action. If you brake into a corner, it will do some nice lift off / braking oversteer. Let's nip past this Fiesta. Very slippy at the top of the hill here, be very careful. I'll use just understeer through it. But in case you're wondering about the semantics there, using understeer, this car is a car that lets you choose between oversteer or understeer based on the weighting of the axles. Loving it, absolutely loving it. This poor guy in the Golf, he got held up quite a bit by the traffic. Look at that. Oh, it feels very natural. It's a really natural feeling car, you know. Just trail it in there sideways into the Mini K. Loving it to pieces. Great, great. And now my job for winter, can you believe, is to make this better. Renfrewing, of course, will be having the usual plan. It's an overtake, it still counts. Look, it's before the bridge, the gantry. Yeah, Renfrewing will be doing the usual stuff, which is suspension, tyres, wheels, brake pads, roll cage, seats, harnesses. I know the seats will be a lot lower next year because they'll be using the speed engineering stuff from Zocchi. Custom subframes, Recaro pole positions. Suspension, that's where my day job is going to come in. So over for racing use only, we'll be doing a custom Öhlins TTX, usual stuff, same as the Supras. So yeah, this is a brilliant standard car though. What a great car. That is just pow. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Boy, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I could lap this all day, this car, but I won't. I got 97 on the diff, which is right in the middle of the usable temperature. So yeah, interested to see what Renfrewing are going to do with these for next year. Very cool car. Very cool car. The Yaris is awesome. I can't believe it's took me so long to get one on a racetrack. And yeah, I drove the old one very briefly around the village and thought it was pretty cool, but I had no idea just how good the car is. And this is the latest model, so this is the facelift, and this has got the automatic gearbox, the paddle shift, so you can't over rev it. It's very fast to change gears. The chassis is beautifully balanced. I cannot say a bad word about this car at the moment. In standard form, it feels like a real weapon around the ring. I'd love to take it for lap 2 or lap 3, but it's not my car, and lap tickets are limited. Oh, talking of which, ta-da! There's my lap ticket. Good. So with that, I'm going to take this car back to Rent for Ring, and the next time I see it, we'll be in the workshop where we will be measuring things like the throw of the suspension, the motion ratios of all the axles, which means we take the shocks out and then we move the axles and we measure the toe and the camber at all the different positions of the swinging arms. And then we'll figure out where we're going to sit it, and we'll figure out what springs we're going to use using basic engineering and mathematics. And then next season, this car will be sitting on a full set of Öhlins TTXs. And then we'll use a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, a lot of engineering to figure out a good spring rate for this car, basing it on, it's going to probably be on 245s and semi-slicks. And then, yeah, hopefully next season, bash out into March and check that we did the maths right. But I'm pretty confident. This car is a great basis, and we're only going to make it better, not worse. Great lap. Flipping great lap. Absolutely loved it. Would love to do more, but I'm going to take the car back. And I found my lap ticket, which is good.